It's the first weekend of the month, so that means it's time to stuff Letterbucks. Are you ready? Let's go! Welcome back to Ready Budget Go. My name is Drew, and on this channel we talk about household budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals. So if those sound like things that you vibe with, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below, because I'd love to hear from you. Today it's Letterbucks time. It's the first weekend of the month, and I always stuff all of my Letterbucks into these two binders. What are Letterbucks, you may be asking? Every dollar bill in the United States, regardless of its denomination, has a letter printed on it that indicates which city it was distributed from. So this here is an L buck. So the L means that it was distributed from San Francisco, California. That's not where it was printed, but that's where it was distributed. In order to know where it was printed, you have to look down here at the lower right of the bill. If it has this little FW mark like this one has, then it was printed in Fort Worth, Texas. If that isn't there, then it was printed in Washington, D.C. Those are the only two places in the United States where the Bureau of Engraving and Printing prints our currency. So this LBUC, like I said, came from San Francisco. There are 12 in total. There are different branches of the Federal Reserve. So I have quite a few bucks here. If you have newer currency, so like 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, that all are newer. Let's see, here's a 5, and this is also from San Francisco. This is another L buck. You see it says L12. The number corresponds to the letter of the alphabet. So L is the 12th letter of the alphabet and the 12th branch of the Federal Reserve. This one here is an F buck, or number 6. That's for Atlanta, Georgia. You get the picture. So what I do is throughout the month, I give myself $100 of spending money each week. I only spend 20s. Anything else, I save back for stuffing into this challenge at the end of the month. These challenges are for use in Christmas spending, holiday spending, birthday gifts, anything like that. And I need a lot of money because Amazon Prime Day is coming, and I'll spend probably quite a bit of money on Amazon or at other retailers who are kind of jumping on the bandwagon with Amazon's discounts. So I like to get a lot of Christmas shopping out of the way. That way it's done. I don't get caught up in the high pressure hype that comes in the holiday shopping season. So I want to be prepared. To that end, I actually am putting a 20 into the Letterbucks challenge this week. This is one that I didn't spend this last week out of my spending money, and because I want to turbocharge it for July for, again, the big sales events that are going on, I decided I was going to put that directly into Letterbucks. But I've probably got about $130 here between all the ones, the 5s, and the 20s. So what I'm going to do is I am going to separate these into the various places, the various branches of the Federal Reserve. I'll do that first, and then we'll start stuffing them into the challenges. So let me set the pouch aside, and I'll set these two binders aside. I have to split it into two binders because there are so many bucks that go into each one. I save in batches of 25, and it makes the binders pretty thick. Okay, so let's start here with the L's. And these are not in order, but I get a lot of L's because I live on the West Coast. And so San Francisco is the closest branch of the Federal Reserve to me. Another L, a B, an H. These are rare for me. Let's see, I think H goes here. F, Atlanta again. A is Boston. F is Atlanta. D, which is Cleveland, Ohio. L, L, D, L, L. Another H. H is St. Louis, Missouri. Yep. L, I, which is Minneapolis. Okay, an E, which is Richmond, Virginia. Another E. Some of these bucks are pretty gnarly. K is Dallas, Texas. L buck, L buck, another I. L, E, another H. F, again, that's Atlanta. Oops. Another I. Oops, I put this H in the wrong spot. H there, I there. Okay, another E, another L, L, E. A J, which is Kansas City, Missouri. D, C, which is Philadelphia. L, A, Boston. D, G, which is Chicago. K, F, L, F, L. Another G, F, L, G. B, which is New York. Okay, and now we're into the fives. So you have to look a little harder for them. F, D, L, B, E, C, K, A, L, C, L, F, L, and then this 20 is an H buck. Okay, so now I'm going to put these all into a big old stack, and we'll start stuffing them into the envelopes, and we'll see how many that I can finish this week. I've got trackers for them. The trackers are available on my Etsy shop, as well as placeholders when I finish a challenge. J's are really hard to get. I've just got that one this week, or this month rather. Okay, so there's all the bills. I'm going to get out the first binder, and we'll start stuffing them into the envelopes. All right, here we are with the first half binder. So let's start with the A-Bucks. We've got 5, 6, 7 A-Bucks. So I'll pull out the A tracker. We've already got one placeholder in here, so we've finished this once. I am not going to color this in all the way. I am just going to do, let's see, 7. I'm just going to do enough to show intent, and I will come in and finish this offline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just because it takes me a while to color and I'm not very good at it. So this $7 is going to go in. I may just end up emptying these regardless. Depends on, what the deals are when they start that second week of July. So I'm going to put that in order. So we should have $10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we do, plus this placeholder. The finished challenge is in my finished challenges envelope, which I keep at another place. So there's that. Okay, now for B-Bucks. Let's see, we've got 5, 6, 7 B-Bucks as well. Even though New York is far away from me, it is not too uncommon here to get them. It used to be a lot more, but lately it seems I'm getting more and more B-Bucks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that's just by virtue of the New York Fed being so big and covering so many people, and being our financial hub in this country. So we've already got a placeholder because we finished the B-Bucks once. I should have 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, perfect. So this all goes back in. In the C-Bucks, we have 2 5s and a 1. So we have 11 C-Bucks, and we only needed 2 more to finish. So I am going to mark off these 2. And I will take 25 out of here. It looks like I've got a couple other 5s. So let's see what we've got. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 in total, so I need to leave 9 in here. So I'm going to pick the best looking 5 and the least bad looking ones. Some of these are pretty gross. And these 2. Okay. Alrighty. So this should be 25. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. So this comes out along with this. That will go over to my completed challenges. And then I need two things. I need a placeholder. Let me get a stamp here. Okay, so we've completed 25 C-Bucks. And I also need another tracker. So my B-Bucks are trying to escape. A, B, C. Okay. And we'll mark off 9 on the new tracker. Again, I'm not going to fill it in all the way just because that takes a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is for Christmas. But really, it's for any gift. But I'm going to say Christmas 2025. Okay, so we've got the new tracker, we've got the placeholder, and we've got the cash, the $9. So all of that goes in. Okay. Now let's see how many D-Bucks we've got. These I've been getting quite a few of lately. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 D-Bucks, and we needed only 5 to finish. So, let's see. I'm going to leave a 5 in for the next to start the next tracker. So let's count this and make sure it's 25. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, perfect. So 25 here, and a completed tracker. We'll need another placeholder and another new sheet. So there we go. We'll get out the stamper. This is going to be D-Bucks. Close enough. And then in the new D-Buck tracker, I need to mark off 5 spaces or 5 letters. You can also use these as each letter equaling $15. That's why I have $15 placeholders here. So if you want to make the trackers last longer, if it's a longer term challenge for you, that is another option. Oops, and I forgot to write. We're saving for Christmas 2025. Okay. So back to the D's. Since I decided to start saving my 5s, well, and 10s if I ever get them, that's really turbocharged how fast I'm able to accumulate here. All right, let's do the E-Bucks. Make sure these are all E's. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 E-Bucks. That will finish another tracker. So let's make sure. See, how many more did I need here? I needed 9. So I'm going to save the prettiest one, which might be actually in here. Decent one. Well, I guess that's decent enough. And let's count and make sure this is $25. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And these bills are yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, E-Bucks. Done. We'll mark off 9 of these. Okay. That goes over here. I am all out of placeholders in this binder, so I'm going to see if I've got any in the other one. I do. Okay. So we'll mark it as an E. And we'll get out a new placeholder, or not a new placeholder, a new tracker. Wonder if I'm going to need a new F too. I probably will, so I'm just going to take this out just in case. Okay. So we're starting over with one e-buck. And this is for Christmas 2025. We've got the placeholder, and we've got that dollar bill. Okay. All that goes in. And F-bucks, yep, we needed only one to finish, and we've got at least 2 5s. So let's take an F-buck. Make sure I grab all of them here. Oops. G, G, G. Okay, so we had quite a few F-bucks. So we are adding 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But we only needed one, so that means we'll start over with 16, but let's count. Actually, I'm going to take... Well, I'll take one, and then I'll trade up. How about that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, perfect. But I'm going to keep this 5 and take 5 ones from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to take all of these because I want a nicer one, and these are all pretty grody. So let's find a decent one to keep. Goodness, by the time these F-bucks from Atlanta find their way out to me here on the West Coast, they've kind of been through it. I guess this one's not too bad. Okay. So this is 25. We're going to mark off one F-buck. Oops, I already took it out. So that'll complete this. I'm going to need yet another placeholder. Okay. Be an F-buck. Okay. So we've got 16 to start off the next tracker. Set this aside for just a sec so I can mark off 16 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And Christmas 2025. Okay. So this is all going in. This is great. I'm going to have plenty of money now for holiday shopping in July. Okay, so that's it for this binder. Let me get this all cleaned up, and we'll start with the G's through L's, and I'll get some more placeholders, and we'll come right back and do that. All right, I'm ready for round 2, so let's keep going and see how many others of these we can complete. So we've got the G's, and I didn't get all that many G's this week. Or this month. I've got 3 of them. So G's will not be completed, but that's perfectly fine. We're just going to mark off 3. Oops, go right outside the line. But that's par for the course. I think we completed G's last time, but there's a placeholder in here already, so that's probably what happened. So I'm going to stick those 3 in. We will have 8 total because there's already a $5 bill in there. So that's the G's. H's will be completed because we've got the 20 and several H's. This is probably the most H's that I've had in 1 month ever. or at least since I started tracking my Letterbucks or saving my Letterbucks. So I've got 23, and I needed 15 to complete. So 15 plus 23 is 38. Yeah, so I should have 38. Um, minus 25, so 13 to start the next one. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 33. Okay, right. Okay, so I've got 33. I'm going to take 25, so I need to save back 8. So I'll save the 5 and the 3 prettiest ones. And I've got some really nice ones in here. That's a good one. That's a good one, and that's a good one. Gosh, this is 2. Well, close enough. Okay, so 25. And I'm going to finish up this tracker here. I'm just going to mark them off quickly. And I will complete them later because I think it's important when you complete a savings challenge of any kind that you celebrate it. So I fill in all the letters. I stick a challenge completed sticker on them, and I save them because this is money that I could have easily spent, but I didn't. I saved it. Saved. I set it aside for a bigger goal, and I'm proud of that because there was a time in my life when this money would have just run through my fingers like water through a sieve. So there's our 8 H bucks that will stay in here, and I'm going to need a new tracker and a placeholder. H's are not one of the not one of the letters that I thought I'd be finishing. So pull out the H. I'm going to leave the K and the L out just in case because I may need those as well. I almost certainly will need the L. Not sure about the K. Okay. So we're going to mark this as an H placeholder. And you don't have to do this, but I do it because it's fun. You know, it's part of the process, part of the ritual of saving all the money. And then I need to mark 8 off on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And once again, it's for Christmas 2025. At the end of the year, I will pull all of the money out of here, regardless of how much is in each envelope, because I want to start fresh for 2026. But for 2025, I'm interested to see how much setting aside cash from my weekly spending will do for my holiday spending. So that's why, even though I'm spending this cash throughout the year, I'm still keeping the placeholders so that I know exactly how much I've set aside just by not spending my smaller denominations, and setting aside even a 20 here and there has done for me for this goal. Okay, so let's move on to the iBucks, and I have 1, 2, 3 iBucks. Eyes are also rare, and because these are so easy to fill in, I'm just going to fill them in. I say they're easy, and then watch me make a hideous mistake, coloring outside the lines or what have you. So that was 1. This is 2. Okay. Oops. Almost there. And then 3. Okay. So total of 5 iBucks. There should be 2 in here already. And these are some really sorry looking bills. This one, not terribly old, but it's kind of been through the ringer. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what we've got. Then we'll do our lowly, lonely J-Buck. I was so excited when I got this J-Buck. I think I got this one just this last week. And I knew I had all the other letters, but I didn't have a J yet. Oops, that's sticky. It's got like rubber cement on it or something. Gross. All right, so we'll put that in the back. We'll put this in the front. There should be 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are. And because there's only one, I will fill in the letter again completely. J. J's again are Kansas City. So Missouri is the only state that has two branches of the Federal Reserve. There's the I's, which are in St. Louis, and the J's that are in Kansas City. Or is it the H's? I can never remember. I get H's and I's confused all the time. No, I's are Minneapolis, so H's are St. Louis. H and J are the Missouri branches. Okay, let's move on to the K-Bucks. K-Bucks, we needed only 3 to complete, and we've got more than that for sure. I think they're all 5s. Nope, might have a couple 1s here. 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I'm going to mark off these 3. So that should leave us 4. So let's take 25 out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 21, 20, 25. Okay. So that sure enough does leave 4. I'm going to try to find the best of the bills, although all of these are really gross. Oh my goodness. That one's, yeah. They're also soft. That one's got some body left to it. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So this should still be 25 because I've saved $4, or I've set aside 4. So these are going to go back into the envelope. These will come over here along with the completed tracker. I don't know if I have a K-Buck. No, I don't. I'll have to make another one. Okay. Do it here on the board. Okay. And I got a new K tracker out already. So let's mark off 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Christmas 2025. Okay. Go back to the K. And we're definitely going to finish the L's too. In fact, we might finish 2 L's, depending on how much we've got here. Let's give it a count before I go to the tracker. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that is one full tracker by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and we needed only 4 to finish this one. And there's no 5s in here. Okay, so let's take out 4. Give it a count, make sure this is 25, and we've already got a placeholder from previous completion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yep, okay. So that is going to complete this tracker. Oops. I don't have another L tracker at the ready. So what I will do is I will start one for these bills, and I will fill out another one for the other 25 from the June money. So Christmas 2025. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. So I will mark off 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So for now, this is going to go back into the envelope. I will find the best L-Bucks because some of these are grody. But I'll do that later because I've got quite a few of them here to choose from. So that's going to go in here, and then I need 2 L placeholders for these 2 finished challenges. So 1, 2. Make these L's. L. Okay. So 2 new placeholders plus the existing one. All going into here. All right, so that's it for the binders, but let's count up how much I've got going back to the bank. So I've got $50 in L's here, 25 in K, so that's 75, 25 in H's, that's 100. And then we completed F for 25, E for 25, D for 25, and C for 25. So that's another 100. So that's $200 just in 1s and 5s plus 120 that I've set aside, 120 meaning $120 bill, that I've set aside, not spent, put toward a bigger goal. Now, I didn't do this all in 1 month, obviously, but I've been doing it only for this year. I started over in January. And here it is, the end of July, and I've already completed several of these already before I did the June money. So Christmas is well on its way to being paid for. That's really great news for me, especially since I'll be able to take advantage of, like I say, some of the special sales that are coming up in July. So I'm looking forward to that and just being able to know that I've got Christmas handled instead of getting caught up in the holiday rush and the holiday stress. So I am going to finish filling out these trackers. I'm going to put the money in my bank bag to take it back to the bank. And then I will start saving up the $1 bills, $5 bills, and who knows, maybe even more 20s for when we do this again in August for the July bills. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the time that you spend here. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below so that I know you were here. And until I see you in the next one, which will probably be Monday night for game night, take care.